Dharma as in terms of duty, right? So Dharma can be on a bigger picture, and for that I have given detailed explanation in my Bhagavad Gita introductory class. So you can go through that first video for Bhagavad Gita. I've given a very detailed elaboration of what is actually Dharma, what it means. But here today we are going to talk about Dharma in terms of duty. Like loosely we translate what we have to do and what duties have been assigned to us. So last time I spoke, I'll just give a brief overview of it. So first one is the Samanya Dharma, which is can be translated as universal ethics, okay, which is applicable to everybody from everywhere in the world, like ethical principles what we are supposed to follow, like satya, truth, ahimsa, non-violence, taking care of others, be compassionate, all those things, So that's Samanya Dharma, that as a human being, that's our basic value system, you can say, all over. No matter what culture you belong to, it's universal ethical principles or values. So that's our first basic responsibility or duties. A second is called Swadharma. Swa means self. So what specific has been assigned to me in the role we are playing is called Swadharma. For example, if you are a mother, then you have to take care of the child. That becomes your Swadharma. If you're a teacher, then teaching students to the best of your means becomes your Swadharma. If you think yourself as a citizen of a country, then taking care of the belongings of the country or having that feeling of a citizen becomes your Swadharma. So Swadharma is very specific. And the third one I said is the highest one as a human being. So if you do the first two, you will get by in your life very easily, and that's normal. Everybody should be following first two, and that's normal. And in terms of spiritual growth, normal is average, okay? That's what our scriptures teach us. Normal means grade C. So but if you want to become a grade A student, you have to indulge yourself in the third type of dharma or duty, which is called Lok Sangraha. Lok Sangraha means, Lok means people, Sangraha means to do something for humanity, something for a higher cause. And not many people can reach that stage. That's why you have to develop lot of strength from within, and it should be a natural progression of the mind as a human being. Otherwise you'll keep circling in the first two. That's why I gave that example of the rocket, which first of all, if you have very low energy, you won't be able to fulfill your Samanya Dharma and the Swadharma. Okay, you'll not actually prosper in your personal life or professional life because you don't have that energy to even do that, right? The second is people who get by, who are good people, do their duties properly, work and home both equally. So they keep circling like the rockets that has enough velocity just to orbit the circle of the earth. And the third category of people who do more than that, those who actually cause big changes in lives of people, they have something called escape velocity. They have generated so much energy within by themselves, by their own practice, that they actually, like a rocket goes into the space, launches in the space, has an escape velocity. They have that energy or that velocity to bigger things in life. And that is actually the realization of a human potential. We all have that energy, but most of us keep circling in our day-to-day life, churning morning to evening, the same routine. Get up, go to work, eat, sleep, get up, go to work, eat, sleep, and occasionally enjoy, have entertainment. So yoga teaches us to go beyond our own needs, likes and dislikes, and dedicate ourselves to a higher cause. Because inherently, we all are itching to do that, That's our basic nature. We all want that in our life. But some people get that avenue, some people, they're just itching to get that, They keep thinking, what should I do more? Because that ultimately gives you satisfaction on the level of a human being. Because that's our inherent nature, to go beyond our own physical and mental sphere and do something for a higher cause. Now I told you we'll give you two-step method, very easy to understand, to how to achieve that escape velocity or that energy so that you can reach your full potential. So the first one is fake it till you make it. What it means, that no matter what you do in life, you think that you're dedicating it to higher cause. For example, very mundane task like brushing your teeth. Okay, you think as if you're not brushing teeth for yourself, but for your future self, so that when you grow old, you still have your healthy teeth. Okay? Thank God I have a teeth and I have a brush. I can afford a toothpaste. Be gratitude, feel gratitude for the moment, and then brush, and then think that I'm doing this for my future self. When people are rushing to a dentist for some problems, I will not do that. So take care of your teeth that way. When you're raising your kids, very important, okay? We get so attached to our kids and we want our kids' life to go in a particular direction that if it doesn't go in that direction, or they choose to go in the opposite direction than what we think is right, we get very agitated, right? So when you're raising your kids, have this in mind. The kids don't belong to you. They have come through you, but you're raising the citizen of a future world, right? Whatever investment you're doing in your kids for 20 years of their life, you're actually not doing it for yourself or for them. You're actually preparing another human being. That's dedicating raising kids for a higher cause. Does it make sense? Similarly, if you're a teacher, you're a doctor, or you're a lawyer, see how you're elevating lives of another human being. You're not going to your work to just earn money, get a paycheck. Every job you do is actually helping another human being, correct? No matter you are in a manufacturing industry or IT industry or healthcare, finance, whatever, you are making another human being's life better, correct? So if you open that laptop for your work, feel the gratitude that thank God I have been given this responsibility, and I'll see who will benefit from my energy today. Have that attitude in your life. Then no work will become like a burden to you. And then you don't feel any difference between Monday or a Friday. It's all the same because you are the same energy. So it's all about shift of attitude. So this is the first step. Fake it till you make it. Even if you don't feel, even if you feel, oh my God, it's Monday. Remind yourself, you're an energy, you're going there to help somebody or make somebody's life better. Even if you're not meeting anybody, you're a coding person, you're doing coding behind your computer. That coding is to help somebody else, right? Even if you're not interacting with a human being, you're doing something to elevate another human being's life. It's as simple as that. Then only you're having that work. That's the purpose of our life. So first is fake it till you make it. This is a practice. It's a learned skill. It doesn't come automatically. It's like learning a tennis or a football to play or whatever, or cooking. It's a learned skill. You have to remind yourself all the time. Any work you're doing. Okay. The second is, don't give too much importance to your emotions or your mind. Even if your mind is creating a havoc, if somebody's told you something that you didn't like, or you had a big fight at home or office, or some disagreement with your boss, see your emotions objectively, keep it aside and still perform your duties. For example, if you've thought that every morning I'll get up and do some kapalbhati or some pranayam or some breath work, even if you had a big fight a night before, don't forgo your duty next morning. Don't let your emotion be a hindrance to your self-care or your routine. Don't give it so much of importance. You address with it, but keep it little aside. Make sense? Never forget what your Samanya Dharma and Swadharma is. Irrespective of what you like or dislike. Even if you hate that particular job, but if you have to do that. You have to do that. So keep your emotions aside for that. So that's what actually kindness is. Kindness is taking the right action every time, irrespective of your own personal situation, irrespective of your likes and dislikes. So when you start practicing these two things, your life will suddenly take a different turn because you'll prevent the leakage of energy. Normally there's a lot of leakage of energy happens in day-to-day life. Right? Things bother us a lot. But you can only do what you can do. Sometimes the things are not within your hands. So you do whatever you can do to your best of your ability and dedicating it to a higher cause every moment.